Hello, hello, and welcome to this video. This is another short video on constructors of JavaScript, and we will look at the class keyword. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, you see my notes here. It says that any regular JavaScript function, excluding arrow functions, generator functions, and async functions, can be used as a constructor, and constructor invocations need a prototype property. Therefore, every regular JavaScript function automatically has a prototype property. The value of this property is an object that has a single non-enumerable constructed property. So what we mean by all that is, suppose we have a function f, okay, and we can create an object out of it. So f is the function object. Now, since the function automatically has the prototype property, we can get the prototype by accessing the prototype property. And now this prototype will have a constructor, so we evaluate that constructor and assign it to C. Now, if we try to see whether C is equal to F, then you will see that it is true. So what it means is the function object's prototype's constructor is the function itself. Okay. Now, the existence of this predefined prototype object with its constructor property name, that object typically inherits a constructor property that refers to their constructor. Since constructor serves as the public identity of the class, this constructor property gives the class of an object. So, in essence, what we can say is, suppose that there is an object O, which is created by the function f. Okay, we are invoking the same f here, and the constructor of O would be same as function f. Okay, so that's about the constructor property and its relationship with the prototype of the object. Now, if you remember our range class, and from the previous video, if you don't remember, let's go through it again. Range, let me see if the sound is getting recorded here. So range function which we had takes two arguments, from and to, assigns this to this dot from and this dot to, and we check if we are in the constructor. And the prototype object did not have this constructor property. It had includes the iterator and the two string functions. So what we do is we add constructor to the prototype, and what the constructor should be, this range function, and then we run the similar code like that. Okay, this code we ran in the previous previous video as well. So the only difference is this line where constructor is range. Okay, now let's move further, and now we introduce the class keyword. So in ES 2015 or ES6, this class keyword was included. Note that it is a syntactic figure on what JavaScript already has. Okay, but starting from 2015 on, it is best if you create your classes using this technique. So we have a constructor like range object. We are duplicating the range functionality here. So we have a constructor takes from and to and assigns this to this dot from and this dot to. This object is quite similar to this of C++. And then we have includes function, the iterator, and the generator function, and the toString. Now you see the difference is that we don't assign as if these are properties, and there is no comma separating these functions. Okay, and we can do the same functionality here for this new range1 class as well. Now some notes here. The keyword constructor is used to define the constructor function for the class. We are talking about this one over here. The function defined is not actually named constructor, however. The class declaration statement defines a new variable range and assigns the value. It should be range1, and value of this special constructor function to that variable. If your class does not need to do any initialization, you omit the constructor keyword and its body, and an empty constructor function will be implicitly created for you. So know that the name of this function won't be constructor. The constructor will be implicitly created, and that will be named range1. For example, we can try logging that r1.constructor. Okay, we'll see this. And then we have extend functionality, which is used for inheritance. So span here extends the range class. The constructor of span takes two arguments, start and length. If length is greater than 0, it calls the range constructor. The super means parents class constructor with start comma start plus length. Or if length is less than 0, it calls with start plus length. That is, it will decrease by that amount because length will be negative here, and comma start. So let's see this program in action, and we are interested in the last line here. What is the constructor name here? Because the rest of it is quite obvious. So we run this and we say number classes 2.js, and the you see constructor is range1 here. Okay, so that validates what we had already discussed. So this is the short video about the constructors of JavaScript. And starting in the next video onwards, we will talk more about inheritance and the new syntax of the range1 or ES 2015 in the coming videos. So this is the short video, and I would like you to draw your attention to my question answer website puntika.astarock.org. So you can come and ask questions here, and it is developed by me for you guys who are my YouTube viewers. So you should make a login and you can ask JavaScript based questions here, and I will be more than happy to answer your question. And the JavaScript tag is what you should use for asking JavaScript questions. So please make a login if you have questions, because it is not, YouTube is comment box is not really suitable for asking programming questions. So please make a login on that website and ask questions to me. And I'll end this video here, and in the next video we will meet again with more details on the class and inheritance using the new syntax of JavaScript. So thanks a lot for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep learning, stay curious, and most importantly, enjoy.